Hi there, this is Beth with Something Better, and I am out in the van alone today. I just finished up my deliveries on Saturday morning and went and ran some other errands, but I thought I would pop on here and give you a quick update on some of the things that are happening with Something Better with Beth in the next few months. So one of the updates is there's only going to be a few plant sale Saturdays this spring and summer for heirloom garden plants and tomatoes. So this last year, if you're new to Something Better with Beth, last year was my first year offering garden starts to customers, and so everybody would come on Saturday mornings and pick up their orders of naturally grown heirloom garden plants to start their garden with. And these were all started in my hydroponic system in the basement and then potted up lovingly by me and put out to be sold to my friends and neighbors. And this went really well and was really the beginning of everything that has happened with Something Better with Beth since then. The only downside was it was like every Saturday from the beginning of spring on through summer, essentially, where people would come and pick up plants. And this was great, but this coming year, I really don't see myself being able to commit every Saturday to doing that. And one of the reasons for that, so I anticipate I will be spending my Saturdays doing deliveries for club members for microgreens and tea and quail eggs a lot more this coming year than last year. So what I plan to do is to have 2 or 3 set Saturdays where people will pre-order their plants with me, and they will come and pick them up on those Saturdays for a short period of time, a short window on those Saturdays. So I will have everything ready. People will come in, get their plants, and go forth and start their garden success for the summer, and it will be awesome. But it will be a lot more condensed. So I fully anticipate, all of the wonderful interactions that I had with customers this last growing season to be condensed into just those few weekends. I'll tell you more as we get closer to that. We still have some time. It's just December. So, and another new thing is I've been increasing the microgreens production. So that is because I want to make sure that I have something wonderful to offer to club members as the salad mix starts to go away. Now, the reason that the salad mix is going away, and I did know that this was just going to be seasonal, is because I need those spaces to start all of the garden plants that I will be selling in the spring. And those who are club members for the salad mix will have the option to continue or transfer club membership into the Microgreens Club. So I will be putting together a Microgreens Club, and that will be something that I will offer to current club members, as well as greatly expanding delivery around Fort Wayne. So I expect this to be something that I can scale much larger and still be quite efficient with my time, because my time is important to me as a wife and a mother. So that's what we'll be doing over the next few weeks. So stay tuned for announcements on that as well. I'm very excited about that because microgreens have ended up being a larger part of what I've been doing than I anticipated, which is really exciting because when you start a business like this, you never really know what's going to be popular and what's going to be successful. And I just really find myself enjoying the process of growing microgreens. One, they're just so tasty and I enjoy eating them myself. And the more I read about them, about how incredibly nutrient dense they are, the more excited I get about them, because I'm all about providing healthy food for my family, and the fact that I can also be a part of that for your family. I'm thrilled to be able to do this. I feel really blessed to be able to be a part of your lives in that way. So it's a privilege. And So yeah, that's why I'm excited about microgreens. People have asked me like, where did this come from? And I'm like, well, the more I read about it and the more I research it, the more passionate I feel about it. So that's something that I hope to transfer to all of you, is that excitement and enthusiasm. How easy is it to set up an order with me and you get this incredibly nutritious and tasty food just delivered to your door every week. I mean, it's a win-win. I get to have a successful business that helps me provide for my family, and you get nutritious food for your family. So it makes me happy to be able to have that kind of relationship with my customers. And that brings me to the last thing that I want to talk to you about, and it is getting colder. And I just had an unfortunate experience with the lovely broccoli microgreens that I had been experimenting with, because I'm wanting to add something into my mix that I don't have to deal with so many of the fiddly holes. So like beets, I really enjoyed the beets. They're so beautiful and tasty, but they really held on to their seed holes like you wouldn't believe, and that was a pain for me. And I really want to make sure that the microgreens that I offer are clean and as holeless as possible, and beets were just not cutting it. So I decided to start with broccoli, which is great because I wanted to do broccoli anyway because of its nutrient profile. But I started it and it looked beautiful, and I harvested it last night, packaged it up, it was gorgeous, and I put it in my little mini fridge where I keep the greens to keep them cool overnight. And this morning when I got them, I was like, oh, those look a little different. Well, they had been too close to the freezer section at the top of my mini fridge, and they had gotten a little frosty. So when I took them out, I realized, you know what, these are toast. So that was so sad. But that makes me realize that I need to make sure that your microgreens are going to be okay sitting outside for however long between when I deliver them and when you come out and get them. So as customers, I want to know if you have like a little igloo cooler or just like a small cooler that you can set out by your porch, on your porch on Friday nights or Saturday mornings before I come by, and I can put your product in there. And that way, not only the quail eggs, which I was originally concerned about, but all the tender greens, the microgreens and salad greens, I don't want them to get frosted in the amount of time, especially as we go into January and February here in Fort Wayne. That's really the time when it gets really cold, even during the day. So let me know if you don't have a cooler that will work for this, and I will get one to you, because your greens are important to me and I want to make sure that you have a good experience with something better with Beth. So that's it for today. Thanks for driving around with me a little bit. I had to go kind of far to get the quail feed. It's a special quail feed, and I had to drive out to Warsaw. It's funny, I'm driving farther to get the quail feed than I drive to do my deliveries, but it's worth it, and I don't have to go very often because I buy a lot at a time. So that's just a little aside. But that's it for today, and I hope you guys have a good week, and I will talk to you later. Bye!